Hello everyone, today we will be ranking all Forsaken survivors and killers on a tier list based on how good they are for solo and team play. Note for a few things about this tier list is in the Guest 66 and Veeronica updates, as well as these characters have not been nerfed or buffed yet in any way. So this is the unchanged tier list. Starting off with Noob, we're going to start off with survivalists and work our way to supports. So first we got Noob. Noob is pretty good, very underrated. There's no point in not bringing him. He can do gens, he's good in chase, he can waste a bit of the killer's time. Always have like a noob on your team. 007. Almost here. By far the worst survivor this game has ever seen. Only trouble I've had to 007 is in last man. If he's not in last man and the killer shows up, what are you going to do? He has more reliance on clone than Chance has a reliance on his gun. It's actually sad. He's by far the worst character in the game. Cool GUI is not a move. Do not even try to tell me Cool GUI is a move. Oh, Cool GUI. You want to make distance? Bloxy Cola. 2 more consistent, reliable, guaranteed moves. Or a bait the killer with a clone. 1 out of 10 chances working. Doesn't even affect that much. I can rant so long about why this guy's easily the worst survivor in the game. So that's another hot take. Worst sentinel in the game. They don't kill me. I'm gonna have some crazy hot takes. Shadletsky's good in a solo play. So that's what's keeping him up here. I cannot rank his sentinels nearly in C tier. He's not a sentinel. He's a survivalist. And no one's saying otherwise, dog. Don't even quote me requiring chicken as his main move. Slash is not his best move. It's chicken. That's not good. 2-time. I'm thinking about putting him as. I could give this guy like top of A, I guess. He's on the more powerful side. He's very annoying. His threat is crazy because you can't really counter a trick stab. Second life is second life. Everyone knows what the second life is. Although it's nowhere near as good now, it's definitely gotten worse due to the timer thing, and the nerfs have been pretty heavy. Guess there's one main reason. They did 2 notable buffs. First, if I recall, the charge is no longer as bugged and will push back the killer further. Secondly, Harry got a 0.5 second windup instead of 0.625. That's faster than Shed Slash. It's the only consistent counter is John Doe to Guest, because he can still parry pretty well. Makes the window less. You cannot Raging Face counter anymore. If they just button mash, you genuinely cannot. It's easier to button mash and aim like slightly and you'll land it, even if you blatantly miss. Next, Chance. Easily the best sentinel in the game. Range stun as a range stun is a range stun. Remember, this guy would be here in solo play. It's just that his sentinel capability is so much better. Next, Builder guy. Builder man. Best, one of the best supports. His sentry, I think, look, I'm gonna compare these two. Elite and Builder are very close in both being mostly supporting with the best abilities in the entire game. Sentry and Pizza specifically. These moves are instant chase extenders. There is almost no risk to Sentry and almost no risk to Pizza. The reason I think Builder is slightly better, his Sentry will always work. It doesn't need user input, just place it and it will stall a chase. Place it in a decent spot which takes 10 seconds to find. You place it in a corner, you place it in a high ground spot, and it becomes more valuable than any elite pizza can be. Sonus 2 is unmatched. Just spinning around the sentry can force the killer to like play way differently. You have to go out of their way to break a sentry every time. Yeah, it's good. Now the best support in the game is Dusakar. As a support, he is a bit better than others, with both moves being guaranteed supports. Not in the sense of Builderman can solo do stuff, but the only thing Dusakar can do in chase is beam the killer, which is not that consistent, so it makes his supporting capabilities the best in the game. He's fine for looping. His beam is very, very good offended. A reliable slowness 2 is crazy. And spawn protection, let's say a guest misses a block, a chance his gun malfunctions and the killer goes to punish. You just shield and let's say a raging gashing does 10 damage. 12 damage, that's just stupid. Both of the killer's best moves are gone. Beam is crazy good. It just has short range now. Tough. The worst of the supports, but still better than every sentinel. I think every support in the game is better than my sentinel. Obviously, yeah, not even a soul has to talk. Veeronica is miles above every survivor has ever been in this game. Distance is the key to this game. If the killer cannot catch up, no matter if you have 115 HP and 3 moves that give resistance, make the killer never be able to damage you, have a better charge, a phase throw ability, and a 70 HP heal. Easily the best thing to ever walk in the face of the game. She is unkillable with a bit of skill. A bit, not even that much. You just need to know your timings. But she's kind of map reliant. Alright, on to the killers. Jason, Slasher, not Jason. Wow, this guy improved. This guy at one point had the weakest moveset out of every killer in the game. I'm gonna give him a solid, like, Jason's, Slasher, sorry, is very, very powerful. But with the meta of Veeronica, I cannot put him as. His raging pace is still arguably one of the best moves, if not the best move this game has ever seen for quite a while. It's the only move in the game that literally gives you stamina advantage. You just press R and W. There's no way to get slowed or stunned other than like Sentry. It's such a useful move on a fairly low cooldown. 30 seconds on a move this good. Let's say you're in a chase, you're losing by a bit, alright, pick up all your stamina back. If you're close, it's guaranteed to kill you. Either take 25 damage, possibly another M1 and give slash up, but if stamina advantage, or have 10 stamina and have the slash up 9. Really good. Alright. The worst killer in the game. I'm questioning, but I'll keep him at currently B. Cool Kid has the biggest problem in the game. He is now actually quite unreliable. He was the most reliable killer in the game at one point, with Override being too broken. Now, Override will rarely hit and is the most punishing killer move in the game if missed. Yes, even more punishable than Guess 666, which is sad. Guess 6 is supposed to be the higher risk higher reward with like blood hunt and stuff, but Cool Kid suffers so much from missing an Override or missing Corrupt Nature even. You just lose all the chase progress you've made. The compensation is a fair amount of damage while giving the survivors enough distance to reset a chase. Gashing Wound supposedly puts the survivors far enough away for them to reset. It doesn't. But my god, even landing Override isn't that good. Honestly, quite depressing. It's pretty weak. It's just that it has a low cooldown, which you're not gonna use that on low cooldown. It's got this, like, it has a low cooldown, like, using it on low cooldown is garbage. It's like a one-time UC move when the guy misses stun. It's pretty weak. And it's really easy to bait by just going left or right. The old one is very powerful because if you just use a little bit of aim and press E on a survivor, you do 40 damage without pushing them back. Now, John Pork. John Doe. Alright, listen. He's very underrated in terms of, it's confusing. The John Doe sniper play style is C. It's sniping with spikes is garbage. But trapping on the other hand, is he better than Slasher? Probably not. He lacks a lot and needs distance actually with the Slasher. He dominates close range compared, but that's kind of what trapping's for. Just that this game's trapping mechanic isn't that good. Now Noli. Oh my god. First killer I'm putting probably S tier. My god, Noli. You are broken. The killer is an unbeatable mess with such broken abilities that some people say he has no close range punish. Alright, you have Override. 20-second cooldown, high risk, fair reward at best. Okay, nice. You have someone missing anything at close range. A Nova M1 does 40 damage, if not 65, with how easy it is to land that third M1. I've never seen a killer have a 12-second cooldown punish with range that's explodable anytime that can pull back survivors while having, doesn't even need to land. A Void Rush just sometimes just gives a stamina advantage. Close a gap. Oh, teleportation that gives hallucination that allows you to avoid stun them instantly. My goddamn self, who has genuinely been aware of Noli's teleporting far away the Void Rush you, still works. It's so unpredictable and so broken. It's not balanced, and his M1 is up there. It's not the best, but it's not as bad as like John Doe's M1. What else do I need to say? And it's combined with his other moves, which are the best, like some of the best in the game. Ooh, a mess. 1x. Used to be easily the best killer in Forsaken, which I would have honestly called the best killer to exist in the game. It had been through multiple reworks, with one of them first being the loss of infinite speed with minions, entanglement, this, that, mass infection speed. But I think his biggest loss, and then he does mass infection. Wherever he aims, you can run in that same direction, then react to the mass infection where it's coming from and go the direction where it's not. As a matter of fact, this makes 1x lose out on an entire move. Entanglement, due to mass infection not being as powerful, also pseudo gets nerfed. No one's using as much stamina to dodge mass, no one's predicting it. So at the end of the day, entanglement's actually a joke to dodge. He relies on it far too much. Unstable I got a 1.5 seconds of speed 1 less. Minions got a bit weaker due to the speed stuff. It's just not as good. The glitch nerf was honestly way too much for 1x. Glitch used to stack damage, which was way too broken. Now it's much more balanced. Also, mass infection got extremely easy to parry. Every guest in the lobby can walk up to you, press Q, or whatever the keybind is, block from the side while you're unaware, and he takes no skill to do it. Doesn't need to stay outside, doesn't need to time anything, he just walks up behind you and blocks and parries. Yes, enough and like guaranteed parry each time. So the most recent killer in the game, guess 66666666767 is, yeah. Guess 6 is so broken. I don't even think I'd call it anything, dog. He's broken in the wrong sense of his hemorrhage is way too powerful. I thought hemorrhage would go up to a certain extent and stop. Nope, it keeps on going till it hits your max HP, like you cannot heal back. And the only way to help is a teammate. Let's say there's a few teammates left. You can't find them. They're being chased by the killer and helping the team. It's so unjustified. He's a spam character. The E move is Blood Hunt. Gives strength 1 for 7 seconds. Speed 1 for 2 seconds. Doesn't seem that powerful. Well, there is something. Blood Hunt or Blood Rush. There's like a way where whoever's highlighted to you during Blood Hunt or Blood Rush, you will get a speed boost. So you get the 4% speed boost from Blood Hunt, the speed 1 from that move, and 20% faster with that. You go, if I recall, like speed 5, speed 4 and a little with 27. It's the fastest you can go in the entire game. It's not balanced in any way, and it's too consistent. You don't actually need to kill someone for Blood Hunt. I thought killing someone would give you a token. With a token, you can activate Blood Hunt. No, when you damage enough times, you just get it. When you get someone hemorrhage with the M1 hold, which is just a better behead, like, you know, when you miss an M1, you can behead after. Well, G666 has a missed M1 into a straight up lunge that gives hemorrhage. Then with hemorrhage, when you have hemorrhage and he uses his Infernal Cry, he gets Blood Worms, which give him faster blood health. He is too broken, although he has one major weakness, which is damage. But due to how easy it is for him to close gap, and the fact he actually has 5 extra stamina, in a funny sense of, he loses 9 stamina a second instead of 9.5. Don't know if this is intentional or not. He loses a little bit less stamina. In 10 seconds of sprint, he just gets 5 straight stamina as a killer. That's like having 115 stamina. That's just an extra chase boost. Why does he get that? Why? He is too passive-aggressive to the point where it's impossible to play against him. Best counter loop in a small area. That's literally all I can say. He's so unfun to play against. Thank you for watching my mid-tier list on this game. See you.